Okay, so today we're looking at the Scosche hands-free Bluetooth car kit. This is a very nice option if, for example, your vehicle does not have Bluetooth and you want something that's very quick. You don't want to replace the entire radio like we've done in previous videos. You just want to be able, again, to talk on the phone, stream music, and that sort of thing. So we'll do a quick setup showing on how you can get this quickly installed in your vehicle. I'll show you some of the functions, and hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea if you're looking to purchase this item. First thing is obviously powering up the unit. On the end we have a 12-volt adapter. This plugs into the power output or your cigarette lighter, whatever you want to call it. Now there are two ways to sync this up to your vehicle's radio. If your vehicle happens to have a 3.5 millimeter input, the kit does include a wire right here. So, and I'll show you a demonstration in a moment. So you plug in one end of the wire to the Scosche unit. The opposite end goes into your vehicle's radio, and then it's connected. You're ready to rock and roll. Now in this case, this vehicle does not have a 3.5 millimeter input, so we have to sync this up using an available FM station. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. The other nice feature is this has a flexible neck that once you turn it to a desired location, it stays where you placed it. So if this was fixed and I plug it in here, the shifter's in the way, it doesn't work. So the fact that we can just bank this off and plug it in is a really, really nice plus. Okay, now one thing you may notice is that it does have a USB power port. So if you're using an iPhone, an iPod, an Android device, whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and charge your unit at the same time. Now if you take a look here, let me zoom in here. Now you'll notice an FM reading or a FM station reading. What you need to do, if you're not using that 3.5 millimeter wire, then you need to find an available station on your vehicle's radio, meaning a station that's static, okay? So let's do that right now. Let's do that right now here. So let me zoom in so you guys can see this. Okay. So this is a station I know, 90.1. is static. Okay, so 90.1. Let me zoom back into the Scosche unit so you can see this. So what you want to do, let me just turn this down. What you want to do is toggle over to 90.1. Okay, and there you go. The static is completely gone. Okay, let me actually show you real quick if you can't hear that. So now we're at 90.1. You can hear a little static if I really blast it, but now it has a clear connection. So that's it, we're ready to go. Now the next step is syncing this up to Bluetooth on your device. In this case, we'll use an iPhone, which is right here. Let me grab it. Let me zoom out so you guys can see this. Okay, so Bluetooth. There it is, hit that. Connected, and it just made an audible noise as well. So now we can make phone calls. I'll grab another phone in a moment just to show you the connection, but let's just say, for example, besides phone calls, you want to stream music. So let's say, for example, Pandora, right? If we hit play, and it's pretty clear. It's pretty darn clear. Let me pause this. It's pretty clear. You know, years ago I remember when the very first iPhone came out, there were a lot of these devices on the market and it was never that clear. This is very, very, very clear. It really is. Let me also do, actually before we do a demonstration on the phone call, let me just go over the features. I have the instructions with me. Let me just go over the features here. Okay, so first thing, this is an LED screen, so it's very clear. You can clearly see what you're looking at. Right here is the play and pause, and this works on Pandora. I tested it. I imagine it also works on YouTube if you're streaming YouTube and that sort of thing. So play and pause is right here. The channel button, now this saves the channel, which is something I want to do. Press channel to save, and that's it. So it's saved. The multifunction button, this is this guy. So if you're receiving a phone call, you hit this and you're connected. Now the really cool thing, because a buddy of mine has this, if someone makes a phone call to you, it reads out the phone number. So it won't say John is calling you. It would just simply say 1914, so on and so forth. So it tells you, it reads the phone number. Actually, let me see. We'll try that in a moment too, just to give you an idea. The other thing is, if you hold this button down for 3 seconds, it does the voice control, which we'll try right now. I haven't tried that yet. Let me try. Hold it down for 3 seconds. There you go, voice control. So that's a nice little feature as well. What else do we have here? This is the back button. Let me zoom back in. This is the back button, and if you're listening to a song, a track of a song, or this lowers the volume when you're using the Bluetooth, and this increases the volume or fast forwards any song that you're listening to. On the right, we have the 3.5mm input and output. This is, again, the USB charging port is right down there. You have a 12-volt plug on the bottom, and there's a remote. I'll take a shot of the remote just so you're curious, just to show you what it looks like. To me, it's always funny when you have remotes for a car. I mean, how lazy are you just to move a finger? But I guess if you have a large truck or something, it's a nice plus. Okay, so let's do a demonstration with the phone just to show you what it sounds like, and we'll wrap up the video. Okay, so let's do a quick demonstration. This is what the ringer sounds like. Now, if the person calling you does not have their number blocked or it's not on private, the Scosche unit will read out the phone number. If it's blocked, then it just won't read any phone number, okay? So this is what it sounds like. Okay, so in this case, as you can see, it's no caller ID, it's blocked. But nevertheless, if someone was calling you, it just reads out the phone number. And then lastly, let's make an outgoing call. Okay, let me put my phone down here. Okay, then I'm going to step out. I'll talk into the other phone, and hopefully you guys can hear me through the speakers here. Okay. Let me turn up the volume a little bit so you guys can hear this. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear this pretty clearly. It's a next unit for the money for sure. And until next time, thank you for watching.